station at 3:30 p.m. and the journey begins for the great trip.
Hospital, Banjara Hills. Asha Hospital is there, so they took her there to Asha.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi friends, chai pee lo.
Keep your big bags inside. No, while resting guys.
on the first day, we planned to visit the Mahabalipuram temples. First, we thought of visiting Shore Temple Road, where the Shore Temple is there, and then five Radhas, followed by the lighthouse of Mahabalipuram, and then Krishna's Butterball. So these were the temples we wanted to visit in Mahabalipuram. So this is the Shore Temple, and it is a brilliant ancient temple in Mahabalipuram, which is believed to be 1300 years old and has a lot of mysterious features. And it is also considered a very mysterious site, and thousands of devotees come to visit this temple from all over India, as it is said to emit a strange kind of energy. During the 16th century, the Europeans who traveled to India used to call Mahabalipuram as the seven pagodas, because there were seven temples on the shore which looked like pagodas, and all these temples were submerged in the ocean. Recently, during 2004 tsunami, this temple, the shore temple, surfaced after the tsunami, and this is a proof that there were temples which were existing on the shore of Mahabalipuram. And here we found a strange looking animal. First, we thought it could be a pig or a boar, but then we came to know that it was not a pig or a boar, because pigs have a snout like mouths. But this did not have, and then later on we came to know that it is a very ancient animal which was called as Daedon, which was present some millions of years ago. So this left us with a doubt that did the sculptures belong to that era, or they have they time traveled? So that was a mystery, really fascinated us. The Shore Temple complex has two towers which look like step pyramids, and the towers stand 60 feet tall, and they rest on a square platform. When we came to know that this temple is said to emit a strange kind of energy, we were so surprised. The temple is cut out of entirely from a granite hill, except the lingam in the main shrine, and the two topmost spherical structures are the kalashams. They are made out of a different type of stone which is not at all available at this place. The kalashams look like machined metal pieces and are actually made of black basalt stone, which is believed to capture the divine cosmic energy, and it directly passes on to the lingam so that the temple gets energized and purified. The lingam was faintly visible, but we came to understand that it has 16 facets, which we found something rare and mysterious, because the lingams are always cylindrical and smooth and never faceted. We find them only in Mahabalipuram temples. There are many instances where people experienced mysterious flow of healing energy passing through their bodies when they spent time in the temple premises. And when we looked at this picture, we never understood what this picture was, whether it is an animal sacrifice or something else. Then we were asked to look into this square like structure, and then when we looked into it, we understood that there is an image of a goddess, Mahishasura Mardini, and she wins over the evil by killing that evil. And evil is depicted in the shape of a buffalo. So, Mahishasura Mardini was depicted with these two structures here. We really enjoyed taking pictures in the Shore Temple. It was such a lovely and beautiful place. After having a delicious lunch, we proceeded ahead to watch the Pancharathas. Pancharathas is the largest monolithic structure in the world, carved out of a single rock. And these are not individual structures, they are all carved from a single solid block of stone. Doesn't it sound baffling? And the surprising thing is, these pyramidal structures were created by scooping out tons and tons of rock from a big hill like, mountain like rock. This technology is called as cut off technology. The purpose of these structures is not known till date and remained a mystery. Why they have constructed these chariots or the structures, nobody knows till date. These cannot be temples because temples have kalashas on the top, but these structures have the kalasams or the rounded structures at the base. However, archaeologists believe it as a model or a prototype of Kailasa temple in Maharashtra. There are quite a few reasons for that. Both the structures, the Pancharathas and the Kailasa temple, are carved out of a single rock. The five towers of Pancharathas match with the five towers of Kailasa temple. Reason number two, the base of the Pancharathas is like a chariot which matches with the base of Kailasa temple pulled by a series of elephants and lions. Reason number three, there is a sculpture of an elephant which is similar to that of the elephant at Kailasa temple. And fourth reason, both the structures are indestructible by nature or by human beings. Pancharathas withstood the calamity of tsunami in 2004 without a scratch on the structures. And the most baffling thing is, both the structures are separated by a distance of 800 miles. That is, one is in Maharashtra and the other one is in Tamil Nadu. And the last but not the least, what kind of technology they might have used to cut the hardest rock, that is granite, which is very, very difficult and that is not easy. If you look at this picture, it is cut like a piece of cake or a piece of butter. So this is really a baffling thing, the what technology they might have used to cut the rock. However, the Archaeological Survey of India declared these structures as the chariots of Pandavas, the five mythological characters of Mahabharata.
Fly so high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Flying, get on board. We're soaring on top of the world.
We want them to do the churches and the temple on cycles. Then we want to do the cafes and restaurants and eateries. Have lunch, come back. For this, cutoff is 1 o'clock. How soon we go is up to them. Why is cutoff 1 o'clock? 1 o'clock if we leave, 1 until 2. 1 o'clock.
The best part of Pondicherry was the walk around the White Town. As the name suggests, the White Town is entirely a separate section in Pondicherry, which was exclusively reserved for the white French people. The French acquired it in 1674 and called it their home. Though they have handed it over to the Indian government officially in the year 1954, the town remained the way it was, and we felt that's how the history paused here. Our tour in charge, Mr. Nagarjuna, informed us that the inmates of the houses get their houses painted regularly and their tax is evaded. They need not pay the tax. That is how the government is taking care and preserving this heritage. We booked an auto and went around the town, and we had a nice view of the lanes, and we took lots and lots of pictures over there. It was a visual pleasure beyond words. The brightly colored houses with hanging verandas, bougainvillea creepers covering the entrances with bright colored flowers, and the spick and span clean streets, and the classic hanging verandas. And most of the houses are converted into restaurants these days. But it was a pleasure, a visual treat for all of us when we were walking through the lanes of this French colony or the White Town. This French styled architecture is suited for this town because of the humid weather due to the ocean, and the huge windows, open windows, provide cross ventilation so that the air flows freely, and the hanging balconies added to the beauty of the houses. Especially, we noticed one strange thing that almost all the houses had engaged columns built in their walls. I hope we all know what engaged columns are. A column embedded in a wall and partly projecting from the surface of the wall. Those are called engaged columns. And there were stucco designs, that means the walls were plastered and coated with bright colors. Especially the sunburnt yellow color was prominent over there, and most of the houses were coated in white color also. One thing we noticed on the road, I mean, when we were observing the houses, was that their villas had huge compounds, grand walls, and majestic doors. So we were wondering why all the houses are like that. I mean, we found a kind of a difference that their main doors were not that welcoming like Indians, we thought. They were all closed behind the huge compound walls. And we came to know that it defines the French lifestyle of keeping their personal and social life to themselves behind the high walls.
please stick to your coordinators. Everybody who's in Poshan's team, please get ready to get out first. Poshan's coordinators.
Say hi, all of you. Yes, yes, ma'am. Sanya. ఇదంతా బరువు అయ్యా వెళ్ళిపోయిండు సార్. వస్తుంది వస్తుంది. మన
మ్యామ్ టిక్ టాక్ తో ఆడదాం.
నాకు ఎట్లా అంటే
ఇవి ఎంజాయ్మెంట్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా.
ఇది చూడు ఎక్కడి నుంచి వస్తుంది ఎట్లా.
దాన్ని మరీ స్టోర్ చేయొద్దు.
ఎట్లా అరుస్తున్నా చూడాలి.
దిగుతారా సాయంత్రం? will take a photo. All the girls will sit in a line.
They were followers, and they were followers, but all their preaching had a face, which was their face. Today Sadhguru takes 50 lakh rupees on a helicopter to go on helicopter ride with disciples around Kailas Parvat.
I know.
50 lakh rupees. My dad wants to go.
They are added to the.
So all these foundations which are promoting spirituality have a human face, and that human face is benefiting. Right? Tomorrow what you will see,
Thank you.
tomorrow what you will see is a faceless organization that is doing good. It's a community-based organization that is doing good. They're doing the same thing that Sadhguru does. No cheating, no corruption, no manipulation. But one thing they're very sure, strict selection process. So tomorrow
Some
where,
test, I think, no? Some physical test and all.
yes. So tomorrow where we are going, technically in my language, if I have to tell you, it is Orwellians telling the word fuck off. Because what they have built, ma'am, is essentially is for people like me that you will see tomorrow. వీళ్ళు బయటికి వెళ్ళి వచ్చేసి మమ్మల్ని డిస్టర్బ్ చేసేస్తున్నారు. వీళ్ళ క్యూరియాసిటీ వల్ల మేము డిస్టర్బ్ అయిపోతున్నాము. మేము లోపల నిమ్మలంగా ఉంటాము. ఈ బేస్ విజిటర్లకు ఒక విజిటింగ్ సెంటర్ కట్టేసి వాళ్ళు అక్కడనే చూపెట్టి అక్కడక్కడికి వాళ్ళని నిలబొట్టేస్తారు. వాళ్ళు అది చూస్తారు, ఆ బాల్ చూస్తారు, మనం బాల్ లోపలికి పోనీయరు. దట్ ఈస్ దేర్ టెంపుల్. దే ఆర్ అన్ఫిట్, దే ఆర్ ఇంప్యూర్ టు గో ఇన్సైడ్. So they want to live a peaceful life. That's why they built whatever you can see yesterday, so that people like me don't go and disturb them. మేము కూడా వస్తాం. అక్కడక్కడ చూసుకొని నమస్తే పెట్టుకొని వెళ్ళిపోవడం లేదు, మమ్మల్ని డిస్టర్బ్
Do
చేయడం.
they use electronic devices like gadgets and all? They use everything.
So the last time I met a person, he is 55, unmarried, 4 children. None of them went to school. Self-educated, homeschooling.
They
4 children,
they
3 partners, 4 children, unmarried, 55 years old. He was going to LMA College to do a seminar. So we met him here and we set something up for him so that he can fly down to Hyderabad and do a guest lecture for LMA College on architecture, sustainable living and everything. So I met him for that. He's telling me his daughter got into Columbia University at the age of 26. She didn't write 10th. No intermediate, no 10th. Homeschooling. US mein she got admission.
Only with homeschooling. It's a challenge to the regular schooling.
So that is what is happening.
Which organization, sir? Auroville?
Auroville only. No? That is
Auroville.
not
Oh, the name itself is Auroville.
understand and experience this different experience. This is once in a lifetime thing. A lot of very, very rich people, let me put it to you like this. A lot of your parents must be believing in Isha Foundation, must be believing in Sadhguru, must be believing in Zakir Khan or people like that, or Sikhism is completely filled with gurus, right? And their preachings and their teachings are useful. We cannot say that they are not useful. But understand, because they are doing that preaching and teaching, they are benefiting. And all these teachings have a face. Like Isha Foundation has a face. Art of Living has a face. There's a single individual. Whatever he's preaching, that individual benefits because of that followers. Right? Here, they've been preaching for 50, 70 plus years. And there is no individual who benefits. It is the community that benefits. They use money for people like us when we want to buy something from them. But internally between themselves, there is barter system. There is no concept of money. And they're very proud of it. They grow everything on their own. They're self-sustainable. They purify their water on their own. This useless land has been turned into farming land. Except for tomatoes and onions, which they buy from outside, everything else they grow organically over here. And they don't use pesticides or chemicals or anything to grow that. Whereas even the rice that we are eating, that seed has been genetically modified so that it gives us more production of rice. Like KCR goes on TV and tells, there's a new rice seed which we have modified genetically so that kam time mein, kam pani mein, zyada rice aa jaye. Is that healthy for us? We don't know. So they don't do all of that stuff over here. So our lunch is also arranged over here, where we want you to at least have one meal which is way too organic for us. Ek to khana aisa, right? Last 3 days the air has been way too pure. I remember one of you all telling me, sir, hawa bahut hi acha hai sir, city ki tarah nahi hai idhar bolke. So a lot of things are better here, and we want you to just experience that. You need to understand what they are trying to communicate. You don't agree to it, up to you. You think it is stupid, up to you. But सुनने के बाद decide करो, right? इतने हजारों लाखों लोग सब कुछ छोड़ छाड़ के ऐसे ही नहीं आ जाएंगे. Package that you want for what? To buy a house, to buy a bike, to buy a car, for what? Happiness. Show off for what? For what? क्या मिलेगा तेरे को show off से?
Happiness.
Ultimately happiness है ना. देखो इधर ना गाड़ी है ना बंगला है, but they are happy. She's known as the mother, and he is Sri Aurobindo.
Auroville, a universal township, is located 150 kilometers south of Chennai in Villupuram district and in some parts of the Union Territory, Pondicherry. The concept of Auroville, an ideal township devoted to an experiment in human unity, came to the mother as early as the 1930s. In the mid-1960s, the concept was developed and put before the Government of India, who gave their backing and took it to the General Assembly of UNESCO. On 28 February 1968, some 5,000 people assembled near the banyan tree at the center of the Auroville township for an inauguration ceremony attended by representatives of 124 nations, including all the states of India.
From these two doors. And this entire floor is completely silent. Like you can't even make footsteps, carpeted and everything. And in this floor, in the middle will be a white wall. And from this thing will allow only one ray of light from the top, from a telescope kind of a thing. When that one ray of light falls here, it lights up this entire dome, and they meditate. Now, this is the ball from their taking. And they think by doing this, they'll go from human to superhuman.
Beyond all the
So
other
we come
impossible.
from monkey to human. They are here trying to go from human to superhuman. You live with the fact that someone misunderstands you. There are so many conditioning and filters that we have which don't let us be at peace. Right? So what is that thing? People from around the world who've given us, they understand in this. Let's go watch the video, guys. Come. Please come. Eduventure.
It is neat to the viewing point to view the matrimony
Sessions, if you are interested. So if you see workshops on architecture, earth and bamboo, they're making bamboo and earth-based bricks, personalized waste management, woodwork workshops, solar. How do you go solar? That is even more beautiful. Swaram is like a sound experience which is like to heal and cure diseases and problems and all. They do workshop on that also, right? So all of this that you see over here is sustainable stuff. No plastic, nothing that the earth cannot absorb, everything that's come from the system. One thing you need to realize or understand, can someone tell me why we celebrate Dasara? Dasara is coming. We all want vacation. Oi Babu, Dasara ఎందుకు celebrate చేస్తాం? अरे మీకు తెలిసిందా तुमको मालूम जो है वो तो भी बोलो माँ दुरावन. How many heads did Ravan have? 8 का थे.
Dasha.
अरे तू
Dashahara.
फिर ठीक है, right? So 10.
Dashahara.
But the logic over here is there are 10 vices. In the world, there are 10 vices. Like jealousy is one. Like that, there are 10 vices. Aparichitudu Jushara? Yes. So there are 10 bad habits, and Dasara is essentially good winning over those 10 bad habits. They have tried to simplify and dumbify it by using Ram and Ravan, but basically, good, which is Ram, is winning over bad, which has 10 faces. Are you all understanding? 10 vices. Over here, they are trying to live without those 10 vices also. That is all they are trying to do. Because ultimately, that's what religion wants you to do. Any religion you go, they want you to live without those 10 bad habits. Vijay Dashmi is a celebration where they celebrate it thinking that for one entire year, I have avoided or won that battle over these 10 bad habits. That is the core of Vijay Dashmi. I'm telling you one religion because that's my religion. You go into your religion, you will see that ultimately वो पूरे भाषण के पीछे ये 10 बुरी आदतें हैं, ये 10 बुरी आदतें से तुम दूर रहते, तुम ठीक रहते. वो समझाने के लिए लोग अपने को झुकने को बोलते, ये करने को बोलते, सूर्य नमस्कार करने को बोलते, but in the end they're getting you to do those 10 things. Here they are so elevated that they know those 10 things and they don't need it to be dummified for them to do it. They're directly living without doing those 10 things. So everybody who lives here has already won over those 10 bad habits. That is the main logic. If you want to be happy, you need to know what those 10 bad habits or 10 bad vices are, and then you should avoid them. It's not that easy. One of the first things that you need to learn is how to only focus on your needs and never run behind your wants.
National rivalries, social conventions, self-contradictory moralities, and contending religions. A place where human beings, free from all slavery to the past, can devote themselves wholly to the discovery and practice of the divine consciousness that is seeking to manifest. Oroville wants to be this place and offers itself to all who aspire to live the truth of tomorrow. Oroville belongs to nobody in particular. Oroville belongs to humanity as a whole. But to live in Oroville, one must be the willing servitor of the divine consciousness. Oroville wants to be a universal town where men and women of all countries are able to live in peace and progressive harmony above all creeds, all politics, and all nationalities. The purpose of Oroville is to realize human unity. The Matri Mandir is the soul of Oroville. The Matri Mandir wants to be the symbol of the divine's answer to man's aspiration for perfection, union with the divine, manifesting in a progressive human unity.
Oroville draws its inspiration from the vision and work of the renowned Indian seer and spiritual visionary Sri Aurobindo. His spiritual collaborator, the mother, founded the township in 1968. Oroville is intended to become a city for up to 50,000 inhabitants from around the world. At the very center of Oroville, one finds the soul of the city, the Matri Mandir, situated in a large open area called Peace.
Matri Mandir represents the divine consciousness. It is like the force, the central force of Oroville, the cohesive force of Oroville.
The Matri Mandir is located close to a banyan tree, which is the actual geographical center of Oroville. The banyan is a beloved and dignified growing presence, which was already there long before Oroville. Close to the Matri Mandir and the banyan is the amphitheatre in red sandstone. At its center rises the marble-clad urn in the shape of a lotus bud, containing a handful of soil from each of the 124 nations and 23 Indian states which participated in the Oroville inauguration ceremony. The foundation stone for the Matri Mandir was laid at sunrise on 21st February 1971, on the mother's 93rd birthday.
The Matri Mandir wants to be the symbol of the Universal Mother, according to Sri Aurobindo's teaching.
The Matri Mandir is built on 4 double support pillars placed north, south, east and west, providing 4 possible entrances to the structure. The spacious inner chamber in the upper hemisphere of the structure is completely white, with white marble walls and white carpeting. In the center, a pure optical quality glass globe known as the crystal suffuses a ray of electronically guided sunlight which falls on it through an opening at the apex of the sphere.
The most important thing is this: the play of the sun on the center, because that becomes the symbol of future realizations.
There are no images, no organized meditations, no flowers, no incense, no rituals or religious forms.
People will not come for regular meditations or anything of the kind. It will be a place for concentration. Not everyone will be allowed in. There will be a time of the week or the day when visitors will be allowed to come, and the rest of the time those who are serious, sincere, who truly want to learn to concentrate. A place for trying to find one's consciousness.
Other elements of the construction are now also complete. A stylized lotus pond in white marble lies directly below the Matrimandir. Around it rise the 12 petals in red sandstone circling the Matrimandir with 12 meditation rooms, each named after an attribute of the mother. The amphitheatre also has received its finishing touches. Attention is now focused on creating the 12 gardens that will surround the Matrimandir. Work and research are ongoing to bring the gardens to completion and to manifest the Park of Unity.
The Park of Unity must be surrounded by some kind of isolating zone, so that it is solitary and silent. One has access to it only with permission.
The present plan is to surround the Park of Unity with a water body or lake. The Matrimandir is not the center of a new religion.
A new religion would not only be useless, but disastrous. It is a new life that must be created. Our research will not be a search effected by mystic means. It is in life itself that we wish to find the divine. And it is through this discovery that life can really be transformed. Auroville is for those who want to live a life essentially divine, but who renounce all religions, whether they be ancient, modern, new, or future.
आगे जाते 1.5 किलोमीटर वॉकिंग है। अगर ये नहीं करने का है तो तुम लोग जाके तुम चिल कर लो, नहीं पूरा एक्सपीरियंस करने का है तो मेरे साथ चलो।
These shades are built to protect us from the hot sun.
यहाँ open रहने के air pass हुए तो, so everyone's house on average will be like this. People will live inside. This is need, guys. What you और देखो बगीचा. If every room is like this, what more do you need? Air will go out. Cold air will keep coming in from the garden, and through those mud pots, and it will be cold, chilly. So that will be sucking the air out, and from the garden it will keep pulling the air in, and that will go through the pots, and it will always be cold, no matter what weather it is or what time of the year it is.
How are they rotating, sir?
Ma'am, adi wind tote automatic rotate aithe.
Oh, no energy, electrical energy or anything.
No energy. Factory lalo bedtar kada ma'am. Paina.
Okay. Even this banyan tree is more than 100 years old, and during the beginning of the construction of the Matri Mandir was the only tree on the barren plateau. An integral part of the Matri Mandir complex, this banyan tree is spread across a diameter of 50 meters. So, the great banyan tree stands as a testimony to the evolution of this unique township. And it is believed that when you hug this tree for 2 minutes, you will be purified throughout and experience an eternal peace, which we did and felt.
And spend 2 minutes. Just hug, put your ear to it, spend 2 minutes.
Hug any branch, sir? Hug any branch or anything? Any part of the.
You will understand what they are saying.
We are under the banyan tree.
People who don't have anxiety, don't get stress, don't get depression, don't need therapy, don't take medicines. Hug the tree on anxiety, depression. करके बड़ी
రాని 1 o'clock కి మనలందరూ రాని అండ్
Please come into the shade. Don't stand in the sun. Come into the shade. If you're holding phone in the hand, don't get it. Leave it in the pocket. Cell phones are not permitted inside. You have to put them on silent and put them in your pocket.
Tie.
Give more caps. Before it's made, how do they do? It's like a test tube. It's blow molded. Most of the plastic is outsourced. They get it from some other person. It's what 25 by 1 by 1. In Pepsi or any other big industry of bottling sector, they do the blow molding. Over here they don't do it. They outsource it mainly. Okay. Anything else? What else?
What ingredient is used for which paint? So he said like the common ingredient was menthol, and with the combination of menthol they are making many items.
Have you ever understood why menthol is a common thing?
It's a painkiller.
Five pairs. 6 पैर पीछे जाओ. 7 तुम के सामने आओ. Biscuit or chocolate companies, they sell it to the local people and they go put markets outside. Because it can still be good. We don't know, but the maximum life they can determine is still there. It can still be good after that also for some more period of time. But when it comes to medicines, it cannot happen that way. Because anything you're consuming inside for your health is dangerous, right? Now paracetamol and everything if you have after expiry.
Fly so high, I'm hypnotized. is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world and keep the sky on your mind.